damage to his World Championship challenge.
You just wonder, knowing that this would be 16 golden points for Fabio Quartararo, how much risk he will actually take to try and force the issue here on Jack Miller. No penalty here for Jorge Martin. He lost sufficient time on that cut through the new chicane. Austria, Fabio Quartararo on the factory Yamaha. Is he going to be close enough maybe to attack the Ducati on the brakes? Over into turn one, he just can't. Can he get the acceleration and the power down coming out the final corner to get on par with Miller to show him that front tyre on the brakes into turn one?
Yeah, he only missed the apex of turn 9 there, Miller, by maybe half a metre or so, but that was all it took to lose him that momentum through the corner. And look at how it's brought Martin into play as well. Martin did a 1:30.2 last time around. He is the fastest rider on circuit now as we reach the final 5 laps of this race.
Would love to know what happened mid-race to Jorge Martin when he had those problems in the chicane, then turn 4 in very quick succession. We thought his hopes of being in this battle have been completely extinguished, but here he is, making sure that Fabio Quartararo is going to have to work very, very hard for this podium here in Austria.
Yeah, Quartararo is now going to have to make a decision. He's going to have to either pass or be passed, I suspect, in this Grand Prix. There's Aleix Espargaro. Is he going to get that a brilliant stop despite it being all sideways? He does just about make it. See now how close Johan Zarco is on the back of him. Zarco, as mentioned, will be brewing that opening lap of the Grand Prix. So to Aleix, to be fair, given how far back he dropped. But this is the battle now for 6th position. 10 points for Espargaro on a circuit that he admits is probably going to be his weakest for the remainder of this season. Could be seen as a decent damage limitation exercise, particularly with Quartararo only going to score an extra 6 points to it.
Yeah, Lady Luck hasn't really shone on Zarco here today, as Lewis mentioned. Well, he's caught up in the early melee, wasn't he, on lap 1 that dropped him outside the top 10. Then he was involved in that incident with Enea Bastianini when he was struggling on the lap that he eventually pulled out of the Grand Prix. He had to run off the circuit at turn 3. A whole bunch of time as well. Now then, Jorge Martin, look how much time he's gobbled up on Quartararo. The brakes going into turn 1.
Quartararo's in that Italian sandwich again, isn't he, that he talked about on Friday.
Gue stiro baik, emak-emaknya, terbaik. Gue jangan sekolah dulu.
No, he's not. Miller tries to hold on to third place. Unbelievably close action here in MotoGP. Fabio Quartararo now puts the factory Yamaha into second place. Miller third, Martin fourth. What a ride by the world champ. Yellow flags are out in sector 1, 2. Somebody's gone down the chicane.
Talk about the move of a world champion. There was opportunism from Quartararo. Didn't have that down as a potential overtaking spot, but what the move that was from Quartararo. And then he really had to brake as late as he dared into the turn 3. His teammate is the man who brought those yellow flags out. So contrasting fortunes of the chicane for the two factory Yamaha riders. But Quartararo had to really get his elbows out into turn 3 as well to hold off both Martin and Zarco. It's a clear track ahead of him now. This is a big lap. Can Quartararo break clear so the Ducatis cannot pass him down the straight?
Fabio Quartararo's had some memorable moments in his MotoGP career. He's 11-time Premier Class winner. This will feel like a 12th though, won't it, if he takes second place in this gaggle of Ducatis. This is one of the best rides of his entire Grand Prix career. Sensational stuff from Quartararo. He has gapped Miller and Martin to make sure he's not vulnerable as they power out of the first corner. Crucially, they weren't close enough to get him on the brakes up the hill at the first corner. Alex Rins, what can he do to maybe take more points away from Aleix Espargaro?
Zarco got
Having some issues, yeah, Zarco got through as well. Fabio Quartararo used the corner speed and the agility of the Yamaha through the chicane. Just look at the time he's already put on the two Ducatis behind him. What a 20-point haul this will be for the factory Yamaha man. 2.5 laps to go here in Austria. It's Bagnaia, 1.5 seconds clear at the front.
Rins getting in hot there as he was up behind Aleix Espargaro. Rins goes off into turn 3. They're all battling now, struggling for grip and struggling for brakes as Rins goes in hot into turn 3. That promotes Brad Binder now up into 8th position, which would be a pretty decent outcome for KTM at their home Grand Prix. The others are struggling. Miguel Oliveira back in 13th position. Remy Gardner, of course, crashed out earlier on. He's back up and running in 21st, and Raul Fernandez down in 18th position. But this is one of the moves of the season, the move of a champion.
Absolutely awesome by Fabio Quartararo. He's setting that up in the braking zone on the blind entry, the first gear running to turn 2A. On the flip-flop, the most aggressive change direction on the whole calendar. He got through on Jack Miller's inside. Absolutely awesome. Look at the smoke pouring off the rear tyre from Jorge Martin's Triple Ducati. They know there they were hoping for the Gita Linea, and outstanding factor in Catty Cup that they'd be able to resist the charge of
Biasa
Fabio
itu
Quartararo.
ramang
He was
dangdut
just
bareng.
simply too good,
Opo-opo
too
kan
fast.
seleb ono.
And Quartararo in what now looks like a relatively safe second.
Yeah, 130.5 for him. He was actually still 2/10 quicker than Bagnaia, so Bagnaia can't relax just yet in the final 2 laps of this Grand Prix. One mistake and that could open the door for a rather unlikely victory for Fabio Quartararo. The lead is just over a second for Quartararo to try and close down, but the real aim for him now is to make sure he keeps Miller and Martin at bay. He's got just under half a second in his pocket. This is his title rival, Aleix Spargaro, who's got Brad Binder for company.
Bantu share.
7 points for Aleix Spargaro, that will be 9 World Championship points. This hasn't been the kind of circuit that has suited the Aprilia. Maverick Vinales has tumbled all the way back to 11th now.
Suwono.
We're just looking there. Miguel Oliveira's got a track limit one a bit further back. Aleix Spargaro slightly wide again going into turn number 4. We saw him run off a few times there in FP1 and FP2 on Friday, and that's really opened the door for Brad Binder. Brad Binder, you know he's not going to need a second invitation, although it's an aborted overtake for him. He got through briefly going through turn 6 on Aleix Spargaro. You can understand why Aleix Spargaro is taking big risks, pushing that Aprilia to the absolute limit. Every point precious at this stage of the season. Back at the front, we're about to start the last lap here. 4.34 kilometres to go here in Austria, and Pecco Bagnaia it is will have an advantage over Fabio Quartararo of 0.8 of a second. Quartararo was half a second quicker than Bagnaia.
Wah, di
Martin had
Sergio
third
Martin.
place there briefly into turn 1. Can you believe it?
Betul.
Martin goes down in the first corner. Well, that surely then will mean we'll have a podium with Bagnaia, Quartararo and Miller.
Yeah, it's still 0.8 of a second between Bagnaia and Quartararo through the first sector of this lap. An astonishing late pace from Quartararo. He's not going to die wondering in this Grand Prix. That, crucially, from a championship point of view, does promote Aleix Spargaro back up again into 6th position. So that could be a valuable extra point that Aleix Spargaro will pick up. Martin is back up and running. He has rejoined the Grand Prix. He might still get points.
Ducati dominance here in Austria will continue. Pecco Bagnaia does look like he's on course to be just the second Ducati rider in MotoGP history to win 3 races in a row. That accolade previously held by Australian legend Casey Stoner back in 2008 would take nothing away from this man, Fabio Quartararo. These are going to be the best 20 points he's ever secured in his World Championship career. There will be 2 Ducatis on the podium here. Fernando Alonso, Formula 1 legend, I'm sure he's loved it. But down into the penultimate corner comes Pecco Bagnaia. It looks like it's going to be a 5th win of 2022 for him. 7th head for Ducati. Magnificent 7 wins for the Bologna factory here in Austria. Pecco Bagnaia wins at the Red Bull Ring in Spielberg in 2022. Fabio Quartararo, brilliant by the world champion. He's in 2nd place. That will feel like a win for the Yamaha man, Jack Miller, after Jorge Martin's mistake at the start of the last lap. He does